Yes, now, bless now, people. Don't forget the rest now. There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV. Flotsam and Jetsam. First time ever listening to this band. The record might have been the second one. No Place for Disgrace. It was recommended on Patreon by my good friend Nick, who says, bruh, check out some Flotsam and Jetsam, but listen to the original 1988 recordings as opposed to what I imagine would be remasters. And what an interesting experience it was. Not too bad at all. Very mature metal, you know. Heavy metal infused, thrash metal. Very cool artwork. I do like the artwork. I like the central piece more so than like... I don't think too much to the band's name. I think it's like... I don't know. I don't even know what Flotsam and Jetsam means, to be honest with you, but I know it's like a bit off-brand for the style of music we're hearing. The frontman, who is the frontman? I have no idea, but I'll tell you what, it sounds a little bit like John Joseph at times of the Cro-Mags. Sounds a little bit like whomever I'm thinking of Anthrax. Is it Belladonna? There's a New York sound to it, although they're from Arizona. Overall, it was okay. It was an interesting production because the guitar work really was like the focal point. Not as far as it being like technically able, but the sound of the guitars, the way the record was engineered. We had two bold, loud, crunchy, emphasis on crunchy guitars left and right. Bass tried to be central, but we barely heard the bass. But then again, my headphones don't really accommodate bass too much. The vocal line was good. Enjoyed the vocal line. Prominent. Wasn't at the front of the mix, but existed in a fantastic space where you could hear the vocal with clarity. Drummer got a bit of a bum deal. Drummer had a bit of a crap kit, to be honest with you. I didn't think too much to how the drummer was prepared. The drum kit that wasn't produced very well. And, the technical capabilities in relation to what we heard with the rest of the band. I reckon this band would have done, like, heaps better. And this record would have been heaps better if the drummer, was a little more fluid, was a little bit more all over the place, had a few nicer fills. Perhaps the drummer sort of let the record down as far as like a band composition way is concerned. Guitar work was cool, rhythm was cool, lead guitars were pretty cool. There was one fantastic guitar solo, or trade-off guitar solo in Misguided Fortune, I think it was. I was really impressed with that. That was maybe my favourite part of the record. Overall, I wasn't incredibly blown away by this record. A good amount of material on it, very consistent. That's to be said. I'm still going to give it a 5 out of 10. I'll give it a 5 out of 10 because it's a quality sound and it's a consistent sound. But as far as it's standing out, whether you like the vocals, there's probably a band that can do the vocals better. If you like the guitar work, there's probably a band that can do the better guitar work. If you like the drummer, there's definitely a better drummer out there, and so on and so forth. I just think there's better alternatives all across the board in comparison to this act. They don't necessarily do any one thing like extra well. They just sort of exist within the middle space. That's my personal opinion. So I'll leave that on that one. With that being said, I'll see you on the flip side, people. Peace.